What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, check it out. We got to talk about Minecraft real quick, all right? Because this movie is blowing everybody out of the water. Let's go back to the beginning when it came to the original trailer. This teaser trailer that dropped last year sometime. When did it drop? 7 months ago, all right? September. This trailer dropped in September of last year, and you can see the ratio action for yourselves. 738,000 likes to 1.8 million dislikes. You know, 1.8 million, that's like Snow White territory, even though the likes are a hell of a lot better than what we got out of Snow White. But nevertheless, 1.8 million dislikes, folks wasn't feeling it. You know, they wasn't feeling this Jason Momoa little colorful stuff, him in his pink jacket and wig. People were saying, this looks stupid. You know, they weren't feeling this Jack Black dude either. Jack Black, man, I don't know about Jack Black being in this Minecraft. I'm kind of tired of him anyway, you know. But you always got to remember who's the target audience. Who's the target audience that's supposed to come and watch this thing, and are they excited? You know? And on top of that, it's for kids. Can parents get behind this? Does this look like something parents would be all right sending their kids to? All right, I can take my kids to see this. It looks like harmless fun. Even though it might be dumb as hell, and that's what we've heard about it, it's dumb as hell, but it looks like harmless fun. So this was the initial box office projection, you know, not even like a month ago. Minecraft eyes a $60 million opening. So that was about a month ago, a little less than a month ago, about 3 weeks ago. Look where this thing is ended up now, all right? Deadline, a Minecraft movie mania grips the nation, opening now at 135 million. That is domestic. That's not worldwide. That's domestic. $135 million opening for Warner Brothers and Legendary. This is absolutely astonishing. I don't think anybody saw this coming. I don't think any box office prognosticators thought that this thing would do this. And so sometimes you always got to wonder, okay, you look at the trailer, you look at the ratios, and sometimes you can tell, like, especially with Snow White. Like Snow White, even though it got ratioed pretty badly as well, it was the mockery that was coming on the other end of Snow White. That's the difference between Snow White. Every single trailer that Snow White dropped got absolutely obliterated. That wasn't the case with Minecraft. Yeah, like you could see the official trailer, which dropped about 4 months ago. Oh, yeah, very, very positive, all right? 464,000 likes, only 63,000 dislikes. People were starting to warm up to this. You know, now, again, not for me. It's not a movie that I would go and watch. But it looks like the kids are absolutely rocking with it, and they just turned out the biggest opening of the year. This is the Saturday morning update after the late night update on Friday. Warner's, just like you started a sensation with Barbie, you've done it again with a Minecraft movie. We're getting reports of auditoriums full of middle schoolers hooting, hollering, and shouting out meme lines from the game. Kids are jumping on top of seats and dancing in the aisles when Jack Black breaks out into song. Look for more Halo effect. He's hosting Saturday Night Live tonight. A Minecraft movie mania is real, and ticket sales keep building up like bricks, now at 58 million for Friday, including last night's. This is Thursday night's, 10.55 million, with an opening weekend now heading for 135 million plus, the best 2025 of date. Some rivals have it closer to 145 to 155 million, but today will determine if we get to that level. You'll remember that Barbie opened to $162 million, and that had big male counter programming in the marketplace in Oppenheimer. If a Minecraft movie exceeds 146.3 million, it's the biggest video game movie opening ever, outstripping Super Mario Bros. 3-day start. A major walk-up business with 57% buying their tickets the same day, which shows that Warner Brothers' digital ad targeting by zip code is a perfect system. Let's talk about this real quick. When they say that kids are out here jumping up and down on their seats, all right, hooting and hollering, shouting out meme lines, what does that tell you? That tells you that the people that made this movie understood their audience. They understood who they were making this movie for, and they made the movie that the audience would like. You know, and that's the key. You got to make, if you got a big popular franchise, you got to tap into who? The fans. Not to your buddies in Hollywood, not to the bubble of, actors and actresses and writers and directors and all of that. You're not making the movie for them. When you make those movies for those people in the Hollywood bubble, they always flop. But when you make something for the fans, and listen, I'm not a Minecraft guy. I'm not a Minecraft guy at all. I know nothing about it. But I can tell you that these cats, whoever they are, that wrote this movie, that directed this movie, that put this movie together, they understood their audience. And that's something that when you look at Marvel, you look at Star Wars, you look at DC, Disney pretty much, They don't seem to understand their audience. They have all of these big franchises, but they don't know how to tap into those franchises and make those people love what it is that they're seeing. So that's the real takeaway that I have. Imagine if Disney said, oh, we're going to make a movie for, imagine if Disney said, hey, yo, we're going to make a Snow White movie for people that love Snow White. Not for the activist crowd, right? Not for the modern audience. We're going to make a Snow White movie for people that love this character, love Disney princesses, love the songs, love the Seven Dwarfs, and we're going to cast appropriately. They probably would have had a hit on their hands. You know, but see, Minecraft comes out, they do it right. Bravo. Again, I know nothing about this franchise. It's not a franchise that I rock with. But I understand when you got the kids, especially you say, hey, man, this is for middle schoolers. All right. A lot of people were saying, like in them trailers, hey, Jack Black looks stupid. Jason Momoa looks stupid. This whole world looks dumb and retarded. But you saw what happened. People showed up. Auditoriums full of middle schoolers having a blast, enjoying themselves, having fun. I'm telling you, it's about fun these days. People want to go to the movies to have fun. If I'm paying $20 a ticket, if I'm going to the IMAX screening, if I'm about to drop $100 on me and my family to go to this movie, damn it, I better have a good time. It better be a movie that my kids are absolutely going to be bonkers over. And it seems like Minecraft did the job. Let's do a little quick compare and contrast to what Snow White was. You remember them Snow White theaters, them empty theaters where we were trying to see if we could get some Snow White tickets? Let's check out Minecraft real fast. Let's just see what it looks like for Minecraft. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. This is more like it, right? This is more like it. Yeah, you might get some seats in here, onesies, twosies. All right. This is an IMAX. All right. This is an IMAX. Remember people trying to say, oh, man, nobody's going to the IMAX with their family. Well, this is an IMAX and it is absolutely packed out. All right. Absolutely packed out. 445. Let's see what that looks like. Same thing. Yeah, this is exactly what you would expect. All right. So, yeah, look, Minecraft is getting it done. Minecraft is 1000% getting it done. Look, they got a 7:30 show. Let's look at that. All right. Not as full, but probably will get there. You know, unless kids, kids ain't going to stay up as late, that sort of thing. What's the 315 Dolby looking like? Oh, yeah. See, look, there's no excuse. All right. Snow White should have been just the same thing. All right. This should have been what Snow White was looking at. Just an absolutely packed theater. 6 p.m. One more. This is, again, we know what we're talking about. This is a movie that appeals to the people that it's meant to appeal to. Minecraft wasn't made for some woke activists. It's made for 15, and under, in my opinion. That's the crowd that's coming to see Minecraft. All right. 15 and under, not maybe early high school and under. And that's who's here. So yeah, they figured it out. They figured out we need to make movies for the people that's coming to see this franchise, the people that built this IP up in the first place. That's who we are making this movie for. And you see the results. Snow White, you got the absolute opposite of this, man. Yeah, Nerdrotic said, first legit hit of the year. I didn't like the movie, but I'm happy for the theaters. That's real talk, man. I'm happy for the theaters, all right? I'm right there with them because, look, you was going into theaters in this first quarter, man. You were going into ghost towns. You were going into empty theaters, empty lobbies, not just the actual theater where you watch the movie. The entire place was empty. Normally, you see a nice, healthy crowd on the weekend. I was walking in there on Friday nights, Saturday nights. I'm like, where is everybody? Folks straight up chilling, man, like the employees, right? Employees just sitting back and like, oh, man, we got a customer. It's like, man, come on, help me out. Get some popcorn going, bro. Everybody was chilling because there was nobody there. There was nobody in the theaters. Shit, this weekend, they was like, oh, shit, we got customers. Holy crap. Hey, get up off your ass. Let's go. All right, we got to start making some popcorn. We got to get these hot dogs brewing. Fix the Coke machine. We ain't fixed in a week because we didn't need it. Like, you got to get it going now because we got customers back. I'm happy the theaters are going to actually, get a good movie that's going to fill the seats up. I don't know if this thing does $1 billion overall worldwide, but I'm happy to see at least for a couple of weekends. I think that this movie is going to do quite well. And maybe this is the movie that gets people excited to get back into going to the movies. We don't want movies to die out. We want movies to get better. And we don't want to support bullshit. But we do not want movie theaters to just go away. A lot of folks don't understand when we talk about, hey, we want to help Hollywood fix itself. What we're talking about is we want to continue to go to the movies because right now it's at an existential crisis. We've been talking about that. The shortened windows, how nobody's going to the theaters. They're waiting for everything to show up on home video and VOD. That's just going to incentivize Hollywood. You know what? Let's just push everything to streaming. And then the only thing we'll ever get in the theaters are these giant blockbusters like Minecraft. So this is a good thing for the theaters, but it doesn't 100% fix the problem because they got to get back to just making normal movies, watchable, affordable, something that everybody can go and watch. And occasionally you'll hit the $1 billion movie that's a big blockbuster success, but it can't just be only blockbusters in the theaters. That's what's going to hold it up, the tentpole. But, you know, that's not what you need overall. You need regular movies to do well as well. But look, nevertheless, I'm very happy Minecraft is doing its thing, $135 million. And it might even come in higher, kind of depending, like Deadline said, what happens on Saturday. We'll see what's up. But yeah, huge news for Minecraft, for movies, for Hollywood. This is big. Now, Hollywood, learn the lessons. Make movies for the people that are coming to watch the movie. Make movies for the fans.
Listen to the fans.
Stop making movies for the bubble-dwelling morons that live in Hollywood, all right? Your little bubble farm. Stop making movies for those people and the modern audience that doesn't exist. Make something for the fans. If it's Minecraft, make it for the little middle school crowd that's going to go nuts and bounce all over the auditorium saying meme lines from the game. Make it for them. And they did that, and look what they did. That's exactly what we want out of Hollywood, all right? Listen to the fans and you can't go wrong. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. It's a good thing, all right? It's a good thing. I know some folks in my community didn't necessarily think Minecraft was going to do very well. But hey, you know what? But we got to give credit where credit is due. They stuck the landing, at least in the opening weekend. So hats off to Warner Brothers. But you guys let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.